Hello friends. How farmers can efficiently transport millions of cattle over vast distances is something that many ranchers struggle with. Yet trains have been the backbone of the process for decades. But how does it all work and at what cost? What are the hurdles farmers face? How do they ensure their herds are healthy and farm ready? With these questions in mind, join Trending Farm in its latest farming documentary. Australia is home to some of the world's largest cattle stations, with properties like Anna Creek Station spanning over 6 million acres, larger than many countries. These massive operations manage tens of thousands of cattle at a time, often in remote areas far from processing facilities or markets. Moving such large herds is a logistical challenge, and trains have become the most efficient solution. Known as Livestock trains, these specialized freight systems can carry more than 1,000 cattle in a single trip, covering thousands of kilometers across Australia's vast, rugged terrain. In this farming documentary, we explore the meticulous preparation for cattle transport. Coordination begins with detailed discussions between train drivers and transport planners, addressing weather conditions, rail traffic, and stops for cattle care. These conversations are vital as drivers exchange knowledge about terrain and timing. By working together, they ensure not just operational efficiency, but also the safety and well-being of the livestock throughout the journey. Loading cattle onto trains is a meticulously managed process, often highlighted in farming documentaries, that ensures animal safety and minimizes stress. Farmers with years of experience in this task emphasize the importance of creating a calm environment, as cattle are sensitive to noise and sudden movements. Loading ramps are designed with a gentle slope of about 20 degrees and non-slip surfaces, allowing cattle to move naturally onto train cars without hesitation. Each specialized train car can hold up to 90 cattle, offering more spacious accommodations compared to trucks, which typically transport 20 to 30 animals per load. Unlike trucks, trains are built for longer, uninterrupted journeys, making proper spacing and stability during loading critical to prevent injuries or agitation. Farmers also avoid overcrowding and carefully inspect ramps and train cars for cleanliness and durability before each trip. By following these practices, transporters ensure the process is efficient, humane, and suitable for large-scale operations. Caring for livestock on trains is a critical focus of any farming documentary on transport logistics. Train cars are equipped with ventilation systems to maintain air quality and non-slip flooring to prevent injuries, accommodating up to 90 cattle per car. Weather conditions are closely monitored, as temperatures above 30 degrees C or below 5 degrees C can stress the animals. To counter this, journeys are scheduled during moderate weather, and interior temperatures are checked regularly. Veterinarians play a vital role, performing pre-transport health checks and advising on hydration and feeding schedules. They also remain on call to handle emergencies during transit, ensuring livestock arrive healthy. These precise measures highlight the dedication required to manage large-scale cattle transport effectively. Transporting livestock by train comes with significant challenges. Extreme temperatures, such as heat above 35 degrees C or cold below 0 degrees C, can cause stress and health issues for the animals. Scheduling trips during milder weather is crucial to minimizing these risks. The vibrations and constant noise from the train's engine and tracks can also agitate cattle, increasing the chance of injuries. To address this, train cars are designed to reduce noise and movement impacts as much as possible. Unfortunate accidents, like abrupt stops or derailments, pose serious dangers to both livestock and handlers. Careful route planning and regular equipment checks are essential to prevent such incidents. Despite these challenges, innovative solutions and skilled teams help ensure the animal's welfare throughout the journey, making train transport a viable option for large-scale farming operations. Once at the dock, cattle are carefully transferred to specialized trucks for the final leg of their journey to farms. These trucks are designed with ventilation systems and padded interiors to ensure the animal's comfort and safety. Experts emphasize the importance of minimizing loading times to reduce stress and maintaining proper spacing within the trucks to prevent injuries during transit. Farmers often share that this stage is just as critical as the train journey, as any mishap can undo the careful planning of the entire transport process. The key is handling them calmly and efficiently, one farmer notes, because stressed cattle can affect the quality of our operations. Drivers trained in livestock handling play a crucial role, monitoring the animals during the trip and adjusting routes to avoid delays. This seamless transition from dock to farm ensures that the cattle arrive in good condition, ready for the next phase of care and farming. After cattle are transported to the farm, they are given a period of recovery, which includes the use of specialized massage equipment to help relax their muscles and reduce stress from the long journey. This equipment helps alleviate tension and improves circulation, ensuring the cattle are comfortable. In this farming documentary, farmers also focus on the feeding process, providing high-quality forage and water to rehydrate the animals and help them regain strength. Once settled, the cattle are released into open fields for free grazing, allowing them to roam and acclimate to their new environment. This step is crucial for their physical and mental well-being after the long transport.
On farms in the UK, wild boar cubs require special attention compared to domestic pigs. From birth, wild boar cubs are more independent and have a stronger survival instinct, but they are also more susceptible to stress and environmental change. Farmers provide a habitat that mimics the wild with dense vegetation and secure enclosures to protect the piglets from predators. Unlike domestic pigs, wild boar cubs have distinctive striped coats for camouflage and are more active, requiring ample space to roam and develop their natural behaviors. Farmers closely monitor their health, ensuring they receive proper nutrition from their mother's milk for the first few weeks. The biggest difference from domestic pigs is that wild boar cubs stay with their mothers until they separate for the breeding season, with minimal human intervention to avoid disrupting the piglet's natural instincts. This hands-off approach differs significantly from the more intensive care that domestic pigs typically require, reflecting the unique needs of these wild animals. The diet of wild boars on farms in the UK is designed to closely mimic what they consume in the wild, ensuring their health and maintaining the distinctive flavor of their meat. Wild boars are omnivorous, and on farms their diets typically consist of a mixture of natural roughage and supplements. They graze on a wide range of grasses, roots, and tubers found in farm pastures, satisfying their instinct to root in the soil. They are also often fed cereals such as barley and oats, along with high-fiber pellets that mimic the nuts, acorns, and fruits they would consume in the wild. Some farmers even provide them with protein-rich supplements such as vegetables, eggs, or small amounts of meat to mimic their natural omnivorous diet. This balanced diet ensures that wild boars on farms grow strong, healthy, and produce high-quality meat with the rich, nutty flavor they are famous for. After watching Trending Farm's journey to explore a wild boar farm in England, have you learned how to make $1 million from this animal? Leave an interesting comment below the video to discuss with us. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on films about food factories around the world. Water features provide them with a place to cool off and maintain healthy skin. Located just a few miles from the village of Glastonbury, the farm is a testament to the commitment to creating an environment where wild boars can thrive, taking advantage of the area's rich biodiversity to foster a thriving ecosystem. In this carefully managed setting, wild boars are free to roam, expressing their wild nature while benefiting from the protection and care of modern farming methods. Set in the hills of Somerset, a remarkable wild boar farm spread over 100 acres has been designed to recreate the natural habitat of these fascinating creatures. Home to around 300 wild boars, the farm features a diverse landscape of dense bush, open grassland, and surrounding water features. Wooded areas provide plenty of cover and shade, allowing the wild boars to seek shelter from the sun, while the vast fields encourage their natural foraging instincts and social interactions. British farmers have perfected the process of turning wild boar into a premium product, treating their farms like well-oiled food factories. Each year, these food factories handle around 1,000 wild boars, with each animal yielding up to 150 pounds of meat. The processing begins with scalding the boars in hot water, a crucial step in these food factories to loosen the coarse hair and tough skin. Specialized machinery within the food factory then removes the hair before the carcass is divided. Farmers process around 300 pounds of belly meat in these food factories every month, although wild boars lack the fatty layers for bacon production. Backstraps, which can be prepared as either double-boned loins or boneless strips, are another high-demand product, with food factories delivering hundreds of pounds to markets each season. With precise vacuum sealing and efficient butchering, these food factories ensure wild boar meat stays fresh for long-term storage, meeting the growing demand for high-quality meat. In the UK, wild boar is prized for its rich, nutty flavor and is used in a variety of traditional and modern dishes. Preparation often begins with slow cooking or marinating the meat to tenderize it, as wild boar is generally leaner and tougher than domestic pork. Popular cuts include the shoulder, belly, and loin, which can be roasted, braised, or grilled. Among the most popular wild boar dishes in the UK, roast wild boar stands out as the most popular, often served with mashed potatoes and gravy to make a hearty meal. Roast wild boar is a festive choice, especially during the festive season, served with applesauce or cranberry jam. Wild boar stew is another favorite, often slow-cooked with vegetables, red wine, and herbs to enhance the rich flavor of the meat. Wild boar ragu, a rich pasta sauce, is also growing in popularity, combining Italian influences with British produce. The versatility of wild boar allows it to appear in both country and fine dining settings, making it a popular choice for gourmets across the country.